Alright, recording starting now. There we go. Here's our randomization function. Taking the, here's what we got. So, zombies. There is no giant hen, so we'll just skip that one.
Did it redo it when you
Yeah,
entered it in?
yeah, like I was mentioning earlier, literally every time you change one cell, the randomization function redoes it. That's what I hate about it. That's why I snipped it, the original one,
Oh,
and I have it on the other screen right now. I'm plugging it in. Um, Zombies, werewolves, John Wicks, Trolls, Shrek, White, Goodmen, Musketmen, Kool-Aid Men, T-Rex, Jedi, Cavemen, Gingerbread Men, Ostrich, and William Wallace's. Wallace I? I don't even know what that would be. Alright. Here is round one.
oh, zombie and werewolves first.
Yeah. Like I mentioned, though, the werewolves and the musketmen were the one matchup that bugs. Um, Basically changes in my testing that I found. I didn't test every combination, but that was one of them that I found bugged. So I didn't want to match them up to begin with, but if they match up like down the line here somewhere, then it is what it is. We'll let it ride and see what happens.
Oh no.
um, all right, here we go. So first matchup, zombies, werewolves. So here's my other randomization. This is for the map between 1 and 8, starting on the city of Troy. Thoughts on the authenticity or the quality assurance here so far?
Looks fine to me.
All right. So we got zombies and werewolves. On. Where is Troy? Troy, Troy, Troy. There you are. All right, we're gonna squeeze them into the city here. We're just gonna let it rip. 500,000, 80,000. Everything looks good. This is gonna be a long one because it's two big units.
May your computer handle it with ease. Uh-oh, JJ McCarthy dealing with knee soreness.
I saw
It's
that.
over.
As if he was gonna start the first 6 games anyways.
It's already a sign. Like Todd Gurley, he's out.
All right, matchup 1 underway. Who's
Oh
got the
shit.
zombies? It's Mike Jansen zombies and Sammy's werewolves. It's a Sorensen affair here. So we got the beautiful city of Troy.
There are what, 700,000 combatants? How many are there?
400, sorry, about 580,000 at the start. The AOE off of these werewolves is gonna be big here. I feel like.
Shit.
So we got a gate here. What is this wall? Why does the city of Troy have a wall in the middle of it?
Does not appear this is the best map for the zombies. They can't really surround them.
No, you wouldn't imagine this is gonna play in their favor here. There's a whole lot of combat taking places in these gates right now. Here's something that's not a gate. Close enough though. It's an alleyway. We got rooftop zombies. We are seeing about 10,000 zombies killed to 1,500 werewolves. I don't know what that extrapolation is on the numbers here, but this was an untested matchup, so I do not know. Got a little D-Day going on over here.
Yeah, I don't think it's looking good for the zombies.
No, you wouldn't imagine so. Generally, these large number of small units, like the zombies, don't do well against the big guys that have these AoE swipes. The werewolves are kind of like a hybrid of the big guys and the hordes. So, is there any other? Oh, we got a zombie flank over here that's actually pretty open.
Well, there they go. This is probably gonna be the longest fight.
I don't know. If we see like zombies against ostriches, that one takes, I think, the longest. Especially if it's in like a big congested city like this. That slows down if it's like an open field. There are 2 open field options in the maps of the 8. There's a field and a dunes, which are wide open. There's Troy, Castle, City, which are all very enclosed, and there's a wall, a mountain, and trenches that are like middle of the middle road there. The zombies are half dead, almost, to not quite half for for about, what is that? Quarter of the werewolves. They do have an open area over here, though. Put it in cinematic mode. Interesting that we got a Sorensen matchup off the rip here. I don't know if it what Mike and Sammy's relationship is, but do they know each other?
Well, they sure do. So, Michael is married. So, Leah and Michael are married, and Leah is Laura's sister, who's Sam's boyfriend. So Laura and Sam are managing the zombie team together.
Ah, gotcha.
So, brother-in-law, basically.
For the record, I have no idea if Discord is recorded or not. I think it is, but I'm not entirely positive on that if it was just my mic.
Okay.
It is looking exceedingly bad for the zombies here.
This is about a nightmare matchup. They need to be in open fields where they can overwhelm them with their raw numbers.
Right.
I don't think the city of Troy was.
No, this. I think this is the this might be the most congested map in the game. I think it is. Um, with the modern city being a close second. At the kill counts in the top right. If it becomes obvious, we can always call it as well. Oh, we got surrounded. We got a little enclave, a little encirclement right there.
Flanked by the werewolves.
Look at these guys. They're in like nightgowns and shit. I don't know why all the zombies got turned into zombies while half naked, but it seems to be the lore of the situation. It's pouring in though. I think my favorite thing that I've in my testing that I've watched was like the fights that are like the werewolves or the Kool-Aid Men against the hordes. Those are kind of fun to watch. Musketmen are fun too, because they.
I was hoping, like, I feel like Musketmen into zombies would have been really fun to watch.
It is fun. They don't do well. Into the bigger the number, the worse the Musketmen do generally. Generally
Oh, really?
speaking, yeah. Um, Meanwhile, their guns obviously hit kind of hard, but they don't, you're hitting one unit at a time. There's 500,000. You're not going to do so with a long reload phase.
Where's their bayonet charge?
They don't seem to have bayonets in this.
What? I was counting on a bayonet charge for the last name.
uh,
Well, as long as they're not the worst, I don't care.
None of these are the worst. I think the worst that I found wins about a third of the time.
Was
It's
that
kind of
Musketmen?
no. I want to say, and again, I haven't tested every combination. I think the worst that I found is a tie between actually the werewolves and the cavemen. Sorry, Shadow.
Oh shit! Look, the werewolves run them down.
What do we got here? I think we're getting pretty close to calling this here. This is not looking good for the zombies. They're down to about a third to not even half killed on the werewolves yet.
I'd say once they get below 100,000, then you probably could call it safely.
I don't see them making a giant. Yeah, this giant flank they had here is seem to have fallen apart. And now there's piecemealing in. Let's check how the rest of the map's going before we call her. The D-Day hasn't changed much. Are these guys fighting underwater?
They're just drowning to death.
I didn't know that was a mechanic. They're all... Alright then. I didn't know that was a thing that could even happen. I didn't know drowning was a thing.
Or maybe they're not drowning, but they're just getting killed one at a time.
The wolves have pushed through the gate. They're still at the gate here. There's holding the gates. preview of what we've got next. We've got John Wicks against Trolls. That should be a quick one.
How many John Wicks are there?
3. You'll see why very soon. And we got Shreks versus White Goodmen.
Over another fast round.
And then your Musketmen against the Kool-Aid Men. I think that's a good matchup for them.
That'll be interesting to see.
The only flank where anything is really happening is that one way over here. Everything else is just stuck at gates or drowning themselves. Or these little channels right here.
Freaking bodies going flying.
This was the big one over here. What is it now? It's not so big anymore. In fact, the wolves are probably kind of rounding on the zombies, if anything.
It's gonna be a slaughter soon there. Yeah, what they started with? What, 80,000? No.
Yeah.
How many?
Team 2, that's the wolves, started at 80K. Team 1, the zombies at 500K.
Yeah, they're definitely done for then.
Yeah, I think it's a safe call for the wolves winning our first matchup here, and you can see why. They're just throwing them.
We can let them go to at least under 100K though, just to make sure. Maybe they'll pull out a clutch one or something.
They're gonna need like some Left 4 Dead shit, like what are those things called? The tank. They're gonna need a tank to come back from this. You ever play that game back in the day?
Left 4 Dead? Yeah, I played Left 4 Dead too. Not as much as you guys, but I had a good time with it.
Played the shit out of the original. It was one of my favorite games of all time.
See, I only did PC versions because I didn't have an Xbox that generation.
The zombies flexing their numbers over on this far side here. I think the original Left 4 Dead was on PC. It was on all systems, wasn't it?
I don't know if it got ported to PlayStation right away, at least. I think it was Xbox and PC.
Was
for the
it?
most part.
I gotta text my father-in-law back real quick. He had his
Oh,
fantasy
really?
draft. He was his team's
Oh,
actually
he's
really
looking-
solid. Yeah, he's got Josh Allen, obviously top tier quarterback. Garrett Wilson and Debo, starting wide receiver. Bijan and James Conner, starting running back.
What are you
Amari
saying, in, like 6-team league?
10 team.
10-team, yeah.
Amari, Cooper, and Flex. Kittle at tight end. Who cares about defense? Bench, Purdy, Mostert, Charbonnet, Watson, Addison. What are your thoughts on Mostert this year?
He's intriguing. I feel like I'd rather have him in like a best ball format than season manage. So I have a feeling it's going to be frustrating trying to pick who's going to blow up between Achan and Mostert every week. And then the rookie they added. I haven't looked at Mostert's ADP though.
I
What
don't.
round is he going?
I don't even know. I've done one draft so far. Oh, they're back. The Wolves outnumber them. All right, we're gonna call this one. But I don't even know what Mostert is. I don't remember him going at all in the draft that I did. But with A Chain, I think it's gonna be the A Chain and Jalen Wright show with them drafting a rookie as well.
Well,
It's
there's
looking
three
pretty good.
backs, and then who knows?
And
I think they'll all
Wilson
have
gets
their weeks.
cut.
It's just tough to figure out.
There's no reason to
If
cut
most,
Mostert. He's on a budget deal, so he's gonna get
Mhm.
snaps. I just don't think he's gonna get a lot.
If he's cheap enough, he might be worth a fly around.
Maybe 5 to 7 touches a game is what I would figure for him.
Well, they're not. I don't know. You think? I don't think Achan's gonna get that like more
Uh,
than 15 touches.
I'd say 12 if I like per game. If I had to put a number on,
Mhm.
I'd say A-Chain like 12 to 14.
I don't think
Right?
he's gonna average 7.3 yards per carry this year.
No,
No.
no, definitely not. Wright with like maybe 8 touches a game, and then Mostert with like 5 or 6. So I'm competing with Wright a
So
bit.
then you really like Wright
I mean,
then.
not unless
At
A-Chain gets hurt.
ADP
Yeah, yeah, I do like Wright at ADP for best
with those
ball.
projections.
For best ball, yes, I am a big Wright fan. In season long, I think maybe for handcuff if A-Chain gets hurt, but that would be it. I wouldn't feel comfortable putting him in my lineup unless something happened to A-Chain.
Are we PPR or half PPR? I can't remember.
PPR.
We are full point.
I
Okay.
think, yeah. All right, we got 4/5 of the zombies dead, and not even half of the werewolves. We're gonna call this one for the wolves. You can see the spreadsheet, right?
Yes.
Okay, we got werewolves going first, and zombies going to the consolation bracket. So the way this bracket works, this is obviously the winner's bracket. Pretty self-explanatory right there. Consolation bracket. Everyone who loses goes here first. If you lose out of this one, this is like the double consolation bracket. This is basically how this works. So next up, John Wicks versus the Trolls.
See
And
it.
the map will be Castle. Now, I always have trouble finding the John Wicks on the map because there's not a lot of them. The music in this battle sim does kind